grinded different. Tell them they time is ticking. But we time a fish. Bet not leave a minute, stop it. Something like the goat off in that pocket. Whole squizzy riding with me, who gon' stop it? My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll throw with Carr. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Prescott on 3rd and 2.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right, they're going to run their offense through him.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
41 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that hollow metal sound is the bane of any kicker's existence, and here, that sound is going to keep our game scoreless.
And you can see him give that body English as the ball was in the air. Come on, baby, come on. But no dice that time.
Now a play fake. Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
But, Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Meanwhile, Carr's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Carr now to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. They go back to the ground with Jones.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go again to Jones. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw his Carr. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They'll try the right side with Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now, 7:34.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Folks, kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first down carry by Elliott. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, a dump off to Elliott.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. This complete to Lockett.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 29, Carr. And this one's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Carr going to throw. He shakes him off. Flush to his man. A big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's taken it around the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him in this first half as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
They go to Elliott again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A give to Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. It's complete to Fells.
And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Very nicely done there on the reception. And what an impact this rookie made on this offense, Charles, in the regular season.
Yeah, he's a big part of why they are where they are. He stepped into an important role, embraced it, and in a lot of ways expanded it, and immediately made a connection with his quarterback.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. He sets up the screen to Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
93.
Carr to throw again. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott forced out to his left.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Elliott running right. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
126 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Again, it's Jones. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing now is Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
But how about this, a fake? Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted.
picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
That good for 19 and a first down. The give is to Elliott. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Elliott. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just a third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
2nd down and goal. Prescott, and he's got it. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Gay is on for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Carr. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. 2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, a give to Jones.
And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar.
And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On play action, now Carr. Fells has it, left side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
It's 4th down.
What now? 808. Kill.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Elliott. Oh, what a move.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. On play action, it's Carr. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start the drive with Elliott. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now Prescott. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Elliott. They find some open field here. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw again on second down. Prescott looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Giants are going to get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Eyes the crossing route, and he finds Pittman. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Following the interception, here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling, held it to an okay gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Ezekiel Elliott saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There's a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel, make sure they get their security deposit back.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. This complete left side to Aguilar.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Aguilar in motion left. Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Carr.
This one swung out here to Jones.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Again, it's Carr.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Well, with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
The Carr's throw pulled in by Aguilar.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 38, Carr drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now a play fake. Carr working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Carr toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Michael Pittman.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is down to 24. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point. On the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter.
The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Prescott now. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Fourth down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was